drive to right.
Takes a three.
Touchdown 49ers.
Curry!
Adam Copeland here with KNBR with Stephen Curry. Steph, at the premiere of Stephen of the Game, Michael Jordan had Space Jam, Ray Allen had He Got Game, and now you got Stephen versus the Game. This going to be your lasting legacy on screen?
Yeah, at least I didn't have to act. That's the good part. So mine was probably a little easier task than theirs. Just sharing a little bit about what makes me who I am, and a little on-court, off-court theme that I think will resonate pretty strong.
I think that's the fine line is opening up to do a documentary like this, but also saying this is my private life. Was that a tough endeavor for you in doing something new like this?
It was part of the conversation, and honestly, a little bit of hesitancy to pull the trigger on this, just because there's so much noise and chaos around us, already, and I really just wanted to own the narrative of who I am and my family and the people that have helped me get to where I am now, and to bridge the gap between the past and the present and the future, because I feel like our story is still going. Like, we're chasing a championship this year. We want to keep it going for many years to come, but now is a good time to kind of share a lot about what makes me who I am, and again, it's just me living my life and just happen to have a camera around.
The past and present thing is a good thing, because you guys are getting ready to get out of Oracle and head over to Chase Center. Is there a memory for you or something that stands out here as you guys head into the final week of the regular season?
I mean, there's so many. This has been my home for 10 years, played in Oracle for 10 years, so it's hard to pick one, but each parade we had in downtown Oakland and the whole city showing out, how much love and support they've shown us since I don't even know what year it was that we started playing in Oakland. Definitely want to go out with a bang and hopefully get one more championship and celebrate the right way.
You've done this before. You've done the Tom versus Time. You've done the Kobe Bryant Muse. What was different about working with Steph Curry?
Well, actually, those two guys in particular, I know Tom says he's going to play for a lot longer, and I take him at his word, but definitely closer to the end than the beginning. Steph's like in the middle of it, right? And so working with him, it's like it's an evolving process. Like, he's not thinking about his legacy right now. He's thinking about, so when you're talking about basketball, he's thinking about the next 6 weeks and how do I win, that fourth chip. But when he's thinking also about how do I get the kids to bed on time? How do I get them to school in the morning? How do I sort of juggle all these things with my wife, who's like having all this success right now? So I think right now, like, you just feel like this energy, like it's all happening right in front of us when you're working with him.
I think it's a good point, because I think we think of Steph, and the thing that makes him relatable is that he just seems like a normal guy. Is there a different element to him than there was to like a Victor Cruz or a Tom Brady or a Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, I think that, there's a presence with Steph. Like, when you're working with him, he's there. And not that those other guys aren't, but I think, like, they're at a stage of their careers where they're sort of, like, evaluating everything that's happened. And I think with Steph, it's like, I sort of call it be here now. And you can sort of see all of this, like, processing. Like, this is sort of new to him. And especially this off-the-court stuff, like, he's sort of finding his voice in many ways, and it's been cool to sort of, when you talk to him, it's not like pre-digested. Kobe, I mean, is amazing, but it's like there's no question you can't ask Kobe that he hasn't been asked 1,000 times, and so he, where Steph, like, you can see it kind of like it's right in front of you. It's sort of like he's reconciling it.
Now, as a creator and a director of something like this, you're trying to get the best out of this guy. You're trying to tell a story or paint a picture. How do you get that relationship going with a guy like this, who seems like he's one of the highest guys, most recognizable faces in the world right now?
I mean, look, it's a relationship, and what we're able to get, today, we actually did some filming today versus a year ago when we first started, it's we know each other. I kind of and we're talking, we're texting, like I'm keeping track, of course, of everything that's going on. Plus, I'm like in with the family. His parents have been incredibly gracious. His wife has been, awesome in terms of letting us in. So I think it's just like it's an evolution, and it's trust, obviously. And there are days when he doesn't want to do anything or something comes up, and it's just, they call these things unscripted for a reason. And it's that ability just to adapt on the fly.
Give us one thing maybe fans will be surprised to know or find out in watching Stephen versus the Game.
Oh man, like, as a storyteller, you're always looking for conflict. There is no conflict with this guy. No, I mean, I think there's still some doubt. Like, I think Steph he's always envisioned himself as the underdog. Like that was his mentality growing up as a small kid, not getting, recruited to big schools, falling in the draft, so to speak. And now he's Goliath. He is sort of the big beast, but there's something in him that still sort of sees himself as that underdog that I think really drives him. And so I think that's, pretty cool. And I think that sort of comes out over and over again.